Okay, abusia yabe makwa abaso so edeba Ghana politics avenue so abusia yembonra yensemu deputy attorney general edinsembi ababetuja on Ken Oforiata ni detention na detention no ewo US abontin so eyes for arrest or more arrest no abusia na ochra they are keen involved in arrest Ken Oforiata in USD or just say ne as at June 2025, na Ken Oforiata ne visa ne ekura no omo revoke ne visa no entino enye se ne visa no expire anas bibisa na omo na omo ma US for authorities revoke Ken Oforiata ne visa na ekura no. So as at June 2025, Ken Oforiata na onenam US na onenam US without any visa. Abusia, intino we're releasing details, informations with evidence, and then facts are or just Ken Oforiata will be Ghana sooner or later. Abusia, mommy uncle na yankonkuti and some deputy attorney general and the two unsubscribe here, subscribe, like and share my Afro so answer into me and can be Ghana politics avenue. So and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that any update be ever dropping on once a bit to me
when it comes to fugitive of justice or fugitive from justice, a person who is running away from justice, the fundamental rule when it comes to two states dealing with each other is that no person, apart from citizens, no person has the right to remain in another person's country. Mm-hmm. So an extradition, that's the process of extradition that we know as a result of extradition treaty. It's not the only way that a person will be removed from one country and surrendered to another country. Right. So we need to draw two lines here. The formal extradition process mm-hmm. and other ways of getting a fugitive to come back home, other lawful ways of getting a fugitive to come back home. What we have been dealing with over the period has been more focused on what? Extradition.
Yes.
Right. But there are other ways of getting a fugitive to arrive in the country. We have been doing our best to ensure that anyone who has run away from accountability and justice is brought to book. Mm-hmm. I told you that we arrested someone recently who was at large, and those are the process that we have done.
So was the person out of the country?
Yeah, the person was out of the country.
The one who has just been arrested?
Yes, and now he's here.
Which country was he?
It was in the, I think, United States.
So the US authorities helped you to arrest this person?
I won't give the details.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Because like I said, extradition is not the only process. So
okay, great.
Now to the former finance minister. As at June 2025, that's last year, mm-hmm. his visa got revoked. I know I've seen statements from people who said the visa expired.
I see. So as of June 2025, his visa was revoked.
Revoked. So it's not a question of expiration of visa.
No, so explain that, because there's some information about his visa expiring in February 2026. That's 14 February. I spoke to Manasseh a couple of days ago.
Take it for me.
That. Explain what you mean.
The information we have from authentic sources is that his visa was revoked in 2025, June 2025. So he's been living in America without a visa, let me put it that way, for all this while.
Since June 2025?
That is the information we have.
His visa was revoked?
Yes.
So
it is not everything I can put to you, but it is just surprising that we have information from people out there, some purporting to be formal information, which is completely contrary to what the reality is.
Which is what, for instance?
Which is that visa did not expire.
True.
Visa got revoked.
That's what some of his persons who speak for him have been saying.
Precisely. So I'm saying that apart from extradition, mm-hmm. there are other ways of making sure that persons
come into the country.
Exactly.
So this is one of them.
And the Attorney General's office is exploring every possible avenue of having anyone who has run away from the Republic to be returned to accountability. And we will succeed.
You will succeed. You're making this emphatic statement on television today. that you will succeed?
We will use every possible legal means to bring anyone who is running away from justice in this country.
Including Ken Ofori-Atta?
Yes.
I see. Can this detention be taken advantage of by you, or do you intend to leverage that to speed up the process of bringing him to Ghana?
We are, like I said, we are taking advantage of everything. And it didn't start today. We have been on this from the very moment that we realized that the former minister was out of the country and was unwilling to return, you know. So we have been doing works to make sure that he returns, and that is what we are committed to doing.
Including taking advantage of this. So,
oh, indeed, of course. No, if you say taking advantage,
I mean,
we are involved. We are actually keenly interested and involved in this. So it's not even about to take advantage of it. We have been on this track from day one.
You've been involved in this, all of these matters, including...
We collaborate with law enforcement agencies from the United States on this matter.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, so for the viewers who are watching, if things go as you're expecting, Ken Ofori-Atta could be back to Ghana sooner than expected.
Oh, yes, sooner than expected.
At this point in time, I mean, his lawyers have told us a story. AB has his own facts. I mean, first of all, how do you reconcile the two? And secondly, what's your own appreciation of what is taking place there? And there's one message that someone sends, and the person asks the question again. He says that, are we being fair to Ofori-Atta? And this is the explanation. He says, the man told outgoing incoming chief of staff that he was leaving the country to seek medical treatment. He's asked to show up to be interrogated by investigators. He says he's undergoing treatment. He wants to do it via video conference. The investigator says no, he should come. He says he's still undergoing treatment. I mean, is there any part of us as a society that leans towards the possibility that maybe he's genuinely unwell?
Good morning to our viewers. Good morning to fellow panelists and yourself.
Good morning.
First of all, you know the clip you put on the screen with regards to the conditions of ICE. Can you put that back up? There's one thing in there I wanted to refer to.
The producers will bring that back on the screen shortly.
Okay.
Yes.
So, taking it from where AB left off, his lawyers in Ghana have put out a statement. AB has punched holes in that statement. It would have been good if there was some indication that the lawyers in America are in communication with the lawyers in Ghana. And based on their communications, they can verify the letter they have given to Ghanaians. That's a good point. But at the present moment, we don't know that. So definitely, we will punch holes in anything that they bring out. And I'll give you another example. When Ken was asked to come down, what did his lawyers say? They said he wasn't well. He was undergoing treatment. So he couldn't come down.
Yes.
Now, with the custody decision,
yes.
There's one on health.
Yeah, for this particular one,
yes,
it says that
it
the ICE determines if the person is a flight risk, national security, or public safety threat, or if humanitarian factors, that is serious medical condition, warrant release on conditions or mandatory detention.
So when ISIS arrested him, did he have a serious medical condition? Did he have a serious medical condition? Does Ken Ofori-Atta still have a serious medical condition? Because what he told Ghanaians and what his family told Ghanaians was that once he goes through his treatment, he will come and answer anything. Has he finished his treatment? Has he? It shows that he's finished his treatment. ISIS have arrested him. Where is he today? Is he in his house? Or is he in a secure place? It's a secure place. in that secure place he's at, is he lying on a stretcher? Is he lying on a bed? Are there, what do you call it, around him? Are there doctors around him because of his medical condition? No. So, if it so happens that Kenoforiata is released and his documents, everything are kosher, will he now come down? Because it is proven that he's not undergoing any medical treatment by this action. It's proven. By this action, he's not going through any medical treatment. And let his lawyers come and tell us again that he's going through medical treatment. Has his medical treatment ended? Did they say that in the statement? No. Nothing about that was mentioned. They didn't even castigate IC by saying that the man isn't well, so why have they detained him? Nothing. So far as the lawyers are concerned, if the IC arrests him, it's okay. But if Ghana wants him, it's not okay.
Yeah, that's the meaning. Yeah, right.
Huh? It's not okay.
Yeah.
And so, you see, unfortunately, certain words should be used. He's spitting in our faces, doesn't respect us, doesn't respect our laws. And for me, this is where I say, and I'll continuously say, the former president has a duty to make sure that anybody in his administration who is seen, and please mind you, he is innocent until proven guilty. It needs to be proven, but there are charges against him. It is his responsibility to make sure that any of his people who are in this particular state, he should encourage them that they come and face the law. If for nothing at all, the former president is a lawyer. And an outstanding lawyer at that, from his exploits in this country that we have seen. And so, why is he quiet? Is it because it's his relative? This one, relative doesn't come inside though. This one is about a country called Ghana and how it was run by a former minister of finance. Look, God is speaking to Kenoforiata as he always speaks to him. Because he, Kenoforiata, has shown us that God speaks to him. When he was finance minister, before every budget, he would tell us about God and what God can do. So God is speaking to him. And what God is saying to him is that, Krache, time no do. If you get out of this, just go back and face whatever charges you've been given. Face it. Because rightly, the chairman Untumi, is he in prison?
No.
Is he not walking around? And you see, one of the things that probably Ken is not realizing, there is a certain percentage of people who are MPP in this country, and quite a huge percentage of them. What will it do? It will start fomenting discussion, public discussion. What do you call it? Discussion. People will talk. You know, we will see the pros and cons of things. But he should remember, if he is held in absentia, that seals it till another MPP government comes into power. Because you can't come back home. You can't visit your relatives. I don't know whether his mother is still alive. You can't visit anybody. Your properties in this country are withheld in some way because you yourself, you can't apply to it. And it doesn't help him in any way. So God is speaking to him. The moment this particular issue ends, if he is let off, the next thing I will do, because it's proven that I'm healthy, I'll jump on a flight and come. What we don't want to, probably what I don't want to happen, I don't want to see Kenoforiata brought into this country in handcuffs. Because, you know, American immigration, a high-valued person like that, when they are bringing you, they will bring you with their people, their lieutenants, to hand you over. And if for nothing at all, and this has got nothing to do with Ghana's extradition petition, absolutely nothing to do with it. So they will not hand him over to the lawyers who are going to hear, you know, the extradition case. they will bring him down because he has violated America's immigration laws. And that is going to affect everybody in your family.
That is what AB has refuted.
That
This case, it goes beyond just
the immigration
issues.
Okay. I'm sticking
to at least what the lawyers have
said.
I mean, the reference to the want-to-be situation. Yesterday, a group of lawyers were having a discussion, and someone was saying that he'll be very surprised if he comes to Ghana and he's granted bail by a court in Ghana. The person said you'll find it. Ken Ofori.
Oh, he's entitled to bail.
He's entitled because the person's argument was that this is, classic example, if you can put it so to speak of.
All offenses are bailable.
I mean,
offenses are bailable. There are conditions for bail. They will take your passport.
Even murder, they can bail you now.
They will take your passport if you are going to be a flight risk. There are ways.
Yeah, but the substantive question always to be answered is whether the person will show up to stand trial. And the question in this instance will be an individual that declared wanted, placed on Interpol list, extradition request had to be sent, then the person would have to be brought down via deportation or extradition.
That does not still preclude you from getting bail. The law is the law. Once you have been charged with an offense, bail is available. You'll be treated like any other accused person. Yes.
Please, let's not mix the two. The extradition is on one side. This immigration is on another side. If he's being deported, he's not being deported because of Ghana's application for extradition. He's being deported because he has violated U.S. immigration. Period. When he now gets here, that is when his case starts. The extradition thing would now be nullified.
That is assuming because we are going by the lawyer's narrative that they've put out.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes. So, for me, please, Ken, it's only a suggestion. I was on another channel and I said it. The MPP rep said I was advising him. I'm not advising you. I have no right to advise you. I'm only suggesting. Please, after this, just calm down. If for nothing at all, if you will not answer anything at all of the offenses, there's one offense that has some linking to President Akuffo, which is the cathedral. If for nothing at all. If you won't answer any question, that alone should be answered. But you see, I tend to think that Ken not wanting to come is because he's trying to protect some important people in his party. And President Akuffo could be one of them. Because President Akuffo is not telling us whether Ken Ofori should come or not. Because if I was President Akuffo, being a president before, I would state categorically for Ghanaians to hear that I want Ken Ofori to come back to face whatever offenses are being charged, against him. Because you're a former president of this country. The man was in your cabinet. And forget the brother.
It's very important.
No, don't let us.
It's very important. That point should be made.
Wait. This has got nothing to do with whether his brother is not his brother. It's got to do with he was given a position by President Akuffo. Things that have gone on, investigation has shown that the man is culpable for some offenses.
I mean, the last time in December, his office put out a statement on 16th of December. They said that it is true that the fate of Mr. Ofori is of considerable concern to the former president because, after all, apart from Mr. Ofori being his cousin, more importantly, he was the finance minister in both governments of his mandate. But that concern does not extend to wanting to interfere with the rule of law. Hopefully, this sets the record straight on this matter. So this was in relation to a publication that had been put out saying that a troubled Akuffo seeks Mahama's audience for Ofori's return. The office of the former president says that he's concerned about the situation, but that concern does not extend to interfering with the rule of law. This does not.
I don't want to hear from the office of former President Akuffo. I want to hear from President Akuffo himself.
Okay.
Who put Ken Ofori in place? Who gave him the appointment? Was it the office of President Akuffo? And that is his private office.
Yeah,
he was president of this country.
Okay.
And all his subordinates, in terms of those who he put in power, owe him, owe him a responsibility. And if it is shown that any of his ministers did wrong, it is his responsibility, because he's been president, his responsibility to Ghanaians to let us know that he has advised his finance minister to come and face the music.
Okay.
His continuous silence makes it look as if there is some wudu going on between his cabinet and where Kenufurata is. So, right now, and you see, once this case starts, how many people are under trial? How many of them?
I think about 8. 7 or 8.
What are the offenses? How many offenses?
I think about 70 plus.
70 plus. Are you trying to tell me that out of this 70 plus, none will nail Kenufurata? The special prosecutor has given a wide array. He knows those particular offenses that would nail him, but he's given a wide array.
Okay.
Don't let us go on with these shenanigans. Ken, if they don't deport you, once you are let go, please come back. You see, we heard some time ago that he was applying for American status. Is that true?
I mean, I've heard various individuals make reference to that.
Is that true?
We've not been able to confirm.
It doesn't show that it is true.
Okay.
With what has happened, it doesn't show that it is true. We heard that, he's invested heavily in the American economy. Is that true? This doesn't show. Well, anyway, you can't tell. Once you have gone against American immigration laws, they will deal with you.
Okay. Let's do some messages and cross over to the USA. Musa Batwa and Asawasi, you say that the reports of Kenufurata's detention in the US are welcome developments.
We and some also our political hiring. So Deputy Attorney General and I attend in Kase or this and some to ja Ediamaya and Asam Kitwa. Unsubscribe here, subscribe, like, and share my phone so and start into me and Kabi Ghana Politics Avenue. So, Madam, I say.